Right now, it is time to bring in Pat Pagano, who's going to huff and puff and blow your house down. Good morning, Pat.
Let's hope that's not the case, but a wind advisory, as you know, has been issued.
Why?
Because we have a strong cold front coming our way.
Okay.
And there could be wind gusts to 50 miles an hour today and into tonight. There could also be some late showers and even a thunderstorm. Highs will be in the mid-70s, so that's the only positive note in the forecast. Right now, those showers and a thunderstorm extend from Watertown, New York, to Buffalo, and then moving southeastward. So the best time for us is, I would say, between 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. Tonight, clearing and windy, we drop to the mid-40s. For tomorrow, partly cloudy and windy, mid-60s. Sunny Friday, 65 to 70. Sun will mix with clouds Saturday, 75 to 80. Nice way to start the Columbus Day weekend, but it's not going to end that way. I think skies will be cloudy Sunday. I don't think rain will move into either Sunday night or Monday. Right now, the highest probability for rain over the 3-day weekend would be Monday. And why is that, you may ask? I'm glad you asked. Because of Delta. Hurricane Delta going to make landfall in a couple hours between Cozumel and Cancun, Mexico. And then it will emerge back out into the Gulf of Mexico and intensify again to probably a Cat 4 hurricane. After that, it's going to turn north. And the modeling is very, very close overall to where it makes landfall. The consensus is somewhere, let's say, between central and western Louisiana. So you may say, oh, well, you know, that's good because at least it won't be directly in New Orleans. No, it's not good. Because if it goes through central Louisiana, that puts New Orleans in the right quadrant of the hurricane, which is the strongest. That would mean the strongest storm surge and wind and rain. So I've already warned my two friends there. The two friends that I met on the cruise a year ago, they have two houses, one in New Orleans, and then in the winter they head to Puerto Vallarta at Mexico, and they go there. So I wasn't sure whether or not they made that change yet, and I emailed them, and one's a doctor, and I said, Ivan, I don't like it. I said, this one is unlike the last 5 that hit you guys. I just don't like this one, and I think you have to be prepared to evacuate. He said, well, we have a lot of supplies on hand. I said, yeah, but you're also 9 stories up. And he said, yeah, true. I said, that's not good. I said, I think you may have to head to your friends in Memphis. And he said, all right, well, we'll wait on your word. So I've been advising them. Plus, we have a TV client in New Orleans, Queen of the South. So I'm alerting them. So I'm on top of it because of the people involved. And inevitably, the rain from Delta will be streaking northeastward. Now, the American GFS model is the fastest and brings the rain in here Sunday and into Monday. The European is insisting that the rain will not get here until Tuesday, because the European is a little further west, like in western Louisiana, and they're slower on it. I think that, I really do think that the American model is going to be better on this. I think they're a little too fast. So they're saying Sunday, and the Europeans saying Tuesday. I definitely think it's Monday. And as a result, Pat is already making plans to pack up and close the cabin late Sunday afternoon and head back home, because there's no reason to stay there. You know, number one, we're closing it, and there's no reason to stay there Sunday night if it's going to rain all day Monday. And then I got to drive home in the rain. So that's how I'm making plans to do right now. And if any of you have plans, outdoor plans, I would definitely try to concentrate more on Saturday than I would Sunday and Monday. Now, Sunday, again, may be dry, but it may be cloudy. Saturday, on the other hand, is going to be at least partly sunny and warm. So if you want to make outdoor plans, Saturday would be my pick for the 3-day weekend, and of course Monday the worst. So there we go.
And you're not working Monday, right?
I'm not working Monday either way, because my car will be full. So what I'll do, if I come home Sunday night, then Monday I will work on emptying the car and trying to find spots in the garage to put everything. Because that's what happens. Whatever you take out during the summer, quickly from the garage, quickly gets replaced with something else. Instead of that spot being left open, oh no, that's not the case. We'll just load that up and then we'll make room when we bring the stuff home. Yeah, well, that never works either. So that's what I'll be doing on Monday. All as well. But in the meantime, I have to tell you, I met my first class religious instruction students yesterday for the first time because we started. It's a small class because of COVID. So there are 5 students in my class that come to class, and there are 9 students that are online. And I have to tell you, the 5 that are in class, angels, absolute angels. 3 boys, 2 girls. The difference from last year to this year is incredible. And I was warned by the teachers last year, at 5th grade, and they said, you're going to be getting our kids next year, and I'm going to tell you right now, Pat, you are going to love them. And it was the first day, and I can't tell you, just perfect. It was lovely. It was really, really lovely, and it went well. And they're all distant. They have 5 they have 5 desks, all spread apart in one classroom. And of course, the kids have to wear their masks, and I feel bad for it. They also have to do it in school. But like one little girl was telling me, she said, "Well, I have just one teacher." She said, "If we stay in class the whole day, so she allows us to take our mask off. But the others don't, and they have to wear masks all day. And I feel very bad that they have to go through this, like we didn't. But of course they do. But they seem to be coping well and speaking well, and they all seem to be in good spirits. So I opened the class, by the way, after a prayer. I opened it and I said, "Do we all understand why we're wearing masks?" And they shook their head and I said, "Let's talk about this again." So I went through the whole thing and I said, it's very, very important. I said, the more we stick to the rules, the quicker this thing is going to go away and the better we're going to be. And maybe next year, all of us could get back to what we consider normal life. And they all started smiling. So we'll see what happens.
Now, did you bring all the kids that are at home up on a computer screen?
No, the way it works is after the in-person class, I go home and I take the lesson and I email it to the online students. They have until next Monday to complete the lesson and their homework assignment. They send it to me. And by sending it to me, that is the way we check for whether they were present or absent in the class. So then the same thing will happen next week. Now, I don't have class because the online, the people in class, the kids in class, they only come every other week. The online people are every week. So now next week, I will just email everybody, the entire class, 9 and 5, 14 students, next week's lesson. They will all have until next Monday to get their assignment in. And then, of course, I meet with them in 2 weeks, those 5 students. So it's a little difficult, to have A's and B's and all of that, but we're working it out. And, and it's a gradual dismissal. They don't let out all the kids all at once. So it's gradual dismissal. And what we did is, because they were so great, I say we, I have an assistant. We took them out to the parking lot about 15 minutes before class ended. And we used the parking lines on the lot for equidistant. And we had each of them stand on those lines in the back. And we gave them a catechism question. If they got it right, they took one step up. If they didn't, they stayed where they were. And the first one to reach the end of the parking lot line was the winner. And of course, he or she got lollipops. And that took us about 15 minutes, and it worked out well. And we dismissed them from there.
All right. Now the big question for you.
Yes.
How come you didn't tell me about the big error that happened on Dancing with the Stars?
I don't watch Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No, what happened?
They announced that someone was eliminated when they weren't. And so they had to come back from break and say they made a mistake in the control room and that person could stay. And of course, then the Twitter universe lit up with people just bombarding. So.
Now, I don't watch it. I watched it the first night. I told you I thought it stunk. I don't like the host. I think the judge. Well, I think the judges are just too full of themselves. And again, I don't consider quote stars. I'm not watching it. And I love ballroom. I'm not wasting my time. It's not appealing. That's it.
Well, you know that Pat's when he won't watch dancing.
Right.
He's fed up with something.
Yep, I will not waste my time. I used to have it recorded on the DVR, took it right off. Don't want to see it, have no time for it. I understand COVID times, but you know what? You could reach out and you can get some more popular people. And a better host, in my opinion. I think, Marshall, you would do great.
No, I wouldn't.
Why do you say that?
I don't know anything about dancing.
You don't need to know. To be the host, you don't need to know a thing about dancing. What does she know about dancing?
I don't think I'd be a good host for Dancing with the Stars.
Well, I'll take it over. How's that?
I think you'd be a very good host.
I would love it. I would absolutely love it. I would get that show up and running, let me tell you.
You should be the host and producer.
Yeah, even the producer I wouldn't mind being, but because I changed the whole thing around. But again, too much emphasis on the people making it a celebrity contest. Too much emphasis on the viewers. So that's why it becomes a celebrity and not a dancing contest. You have to put more emphasis on the judging because they're the people who are the experts. They're the people who know what dancing is all about.
I just wish I knew you in the disco era in the 70s.
Oh, goodness gracious. There'll be many a morning you'd be saying, Pat, where are you? Pat, where are you? And I'd be just asleep in the weather center because I was out dancing all night long.
Well, I used to be out dancing. I'm not a dancer, but I would get intoxicated enough where I'd get on the dance floor, and I was so loosey-goosey. Actually, people kind of liked the way I danced because I kind of just like shuffled around. I always had a drink in my hand and a cigarette in the other hand. I kind of looked like Peter Falk walking on the dance floor.
Gotcha. I'm just the opposite. I've never, ever drank, only water, and, of course, no alcohol in it. So.
All right, Pat, we'll check in with you tomorrow to see if we got all blown away by the wind.
All right, we'll see. Take care.
Take care, Pat.
Bye-bye.
Pat Pagano this morning in the Weather Center with a check on our tri-state forecast here on Robin Hood Radio.